Hey y'all, today I'm going to be sharing some of my sales from the first 2 weeks of June 2021. So if that sounds interesting, just keep watching. Okay, first we'll start on eBay. I sold these Clark's Wallaby shoes for $50 and I got them for a deal. I got them for just $6 at Goodwill. And they did sit for about half a month, but I think I would pick them up again. These were not in perfect condition, I will also say that. So if I saw some in better condition, I think they could have gone for a little bit more, maybe $60 to $70, but I would definitely pick these up again if I saw them at the thrift store. I don't pick up a ton of 7 for All Mankind jeans, but I love to pick up men's denim. It sells very well for me, and I sold these jeans. These were the Austins, and they sold for $35 and they didn't sit for too long. So definitely a denim that I would pick up again. When you're out thrifting and you see anything with the Chester Cheeto dude on it, you probably want to buy it because there are definitely like Cheeto collectors out there, and I actually sold this clock for $30 on eBay. So that's just like a random niche that you can purchase to resell if you see it at thrift stores. I know they make a couple different things. I know the bag chip clips, sometimes those can be worth like $25, $30. So you never know what you can sell when you're out looking at stuff at the thrift store. I don't pick up Anthropologie a lot, and I did end up selling this Fringe Sweater for 25 bucks on eBay. I actually purchased this on ThredUp to resell. I was purchasing some things for myself on ThredUp, and I thought, hey, why don't I purchase a couple other things and help pay for my purchases? And that's what I did, and I did end up selling this sweater. I think it took a while, maybe 8, 9, 10 months to sell. So I probably would pick it up again if I saw it at a bag sale or maybe at the bins, but I don't know if I'd pay retail for that. But it was a good bread and butter sale. My Anthropologie, I feel like I find a lot of like $20 pieces. Anthropologie is not a brand I like jump up and down whenever I find, but it still does sell. Okay, last sale on eBay I want to mention from the first 2 weeks of June was this Out From Under Urban Outfitters long sleeve oatmeal top. I personally love this line, Out From Under, and I think they have a following because ever since I found a piece that I loved at the thrift store, I realized that all of their pieces feel the same way. They're super soft, they're super comfortable. If you're looking for a really like comfortable, not super expensive brand to purchase for yourself, Out From Under makes some really nice stuff, and you can usually buy it online pre-owned for like 24 bucks, like I sold this top for. And I've sold multiple things from about $20 to $30. That seems to be the resell price of these Out From Under pieces for me personally, the pieces that I found. And I usually only pick them up at the bins, and I get them for $1 or less, and I'm able to flip them for a good profit. So I will personally still be picking up Out From Under. Okay, moving on to Poshmark. I sold this Buff Bunny, it's like a white crop tank top. Buff Bunny is like a workout brand, and some of their pieces, if you can find, they're really sought after, like sports bras and stuff. You can definitely resell them for a higher amount. I don't find a lot of Buff Bunny. I usually always look in the athletic section. I usually never find Buff Bunny. So this was my first time finding it, and I was happy to sell it for 23 bucks. Y'all know I love to sell compression wear, and I talk about it a ton here on my channel. And you usually can get it so cheap, even brand new, because they usually sell it in like the bra and intimates panties section at your thrift store where everything's like $1 or $2, right? So I got this. This was brand new in the package. It was a compression wear garment that you're supposed to wear post-surgery. And it went for a great price, $65, and it was brand new, and I got some weird feedback. My customer said that it was not new and it had blue spots on it, but it was never open. So like the Ziploc kind of thing, it had plastic that you had to tear off to even open it. So I'm not really sure. The customer still left me a review and didn't open up a claim, so I still got my money from that sale, but I just thought it was a really random review that wasn't true. So let me know in the comments, have you got any of those reviews lately? I've been saying this on my channel, I'm still picking up sweaters, wool, cashmere. I'm picking all that up because it's still selling for me. I just sold these wool Lily Pulitzer pants for a little over 30 bucks on Poshmark, and I got these, I want to say, I either had a friend donate these to me or I got them at the bag sale. Either way, they were less than $1 and I made a great profit from them. So I think I'm pronouncing this brand correctly, Aquazura. It's a designer brand, and you may be surprised to know that I sold these heels that I received in a thredUP designer box for just $40, but let me explain. They had a broken strap and I've had them up for 1 year. Now, my pictures probably weren't the absolute best, and I did point out each and every flaw, as you should, but they just really were flawed, and I knew whoever purchased them, they were gonna have to take them to someone else, like a cobbler or somebody, to get them fixed and spend even more money on them. So this was my first offer in a year for these shoes, so I did end up selling them for 40 bucks. I'm just happy to get them out my house. I've already made my money back and some on my thredUP designer box. That's probably the only box I would ever buy from thredUP. If you're looking to buy a rescue box, I have made the most profit on the designer box by far. Have y'all ever heard of Hunky Dory? So I had never heard of it, but I actually purchased, and I don't know if I want to call this like an oversized sweater or a dress, because it depending on your height, it could have been used for both. So I had kind of a hard time selling this because it was like an orange open knit mini dress, but then again, if you're really tall, you definitely could have wore it as a sweater. Anyway, I just provided measurements and I ended up selling this dress for $27. I thought it was super cute. I purchased this on thredUP, the same with that Soft Token Anthropology sweater. And yeah, so I made my money back. My plan worked, y'all. I spent some money on thredUP to buy stuff for myself, and I also purchased these other items to resell to make my money back. Sort of like getting free clothes, right? It's not really free, but kinda, right? So anyway, that's what I would recommend. If you don't want to go like full-time into reselling, but you kind of want to test it out, if you like thrift shopping already, while you're thrifting, just grab 1 or 2 things that you see that you think will sell and throw them up on Poshmark for like $10, $15, and you can make your whole money back on your entire thrift trip and get you some free clothes. Here's another Bolo brand. It is Vivian Westwood, and this was a Vivian Westwood like jelly flat, like ballet sandal. Super, super cute, and they ended up selling for $39 on Poshmark, and it only took maybe a week and a half to sell. I actually still had them in my photographing room, this room here. I hadn't even put them up in my inventory room. They sold that quick. So I would definitely pick this brand up if I saw it again. Okay, last Poshmark sale I want to mention are these shoes. This is called J41. It's kind of like an outdoor brand. It reminds me of Merrell. That's who it kind of reminds me of. And I got these at a bag sale. My animal shelter's bag sale used to allow us to do shoes. They don't allow that anymore, but that was awesome when they did. And these ended up selling for $25, and I got them for like 30 cents, so you can't beat that. Okay, I have a few sales on Mercari I want to mention from the first couple weeks of June. First is this new with tags bathing suit. It sold for $20, and I got this at the bins. I love to pick up anything really brand new with tags at the bins because usually that sells for $20 or more, just typically, you know. And I can usually make my money back really quickly on those new with tag items, and that was the case with this bathing suit. It always sells for me. Let me know, do you pick up used swimwear? I saw someone on Instagram, she took a poll on her Instagram stories. I forgot who it was, or I would mention her name. And she asked, do you sell used swimwear? And there was a good majority of people who don't. So if you don't sell used swimwear, why? I'm just curious. Okay, the last 2 sales I'm gonna mention on Mercari, I actually mentioned in my recent bins haul. I'll pop that up here if you haven't seen it already. So real quick, I'll just mention the first one is this Life is Good shirt, and it sold for $17 in just 24 hours. And the next is a brand I'm gonna start picking up more. Y'all have been telling me in my comments that I need to pick it up, and I'm listening to y'all, and you're right. This Carhartt, this was my second time so far in the past couple weeks picking up Carhartt. It was just a pair of pink girls overalls. I think they were size 5, and they sold for $23. Maybe I could have got more for them. I was going based on sold comps, but definitely an item I'm going to be looking out for at my thrift stores when I go out sourcing. Okay, y'all, those were just some of my sales from the first 2 weeks of June 2021. I don't have as many super high dollar sales, but I have a lot of bread and butter, a lot of $20, $30 sales coming in every day, and I am grateful for that. Make sure to leave a comment before you leave so we can chat with each other, and I will see y'all in just a couple days for a new New Orleans haul. Bye, y'all.